Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to SF1. This is GP1 here at the Canadian Grand Prix around the circuit, Jules Villeneuve. It is round 3 of 10 for this short season, right before F1 2020 comes out. I am joined by GP2 driver himself, SF1 Tom. SF1 Tom, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing very good, thank you very much. How are you?
I'm splendid. I cannot wait to see this race. See a lot of quick guys here. Already into Q3. We always skip Q1 and 2 just to save my voice just a bit. But they do have a dry race ahead of them for this Canadian Grand Prix. So it's a push to see who gets himself stuck in for the pole position. We do have a return driver this evening in your Ferrari red there, Tom. He is VSR Anton. He's back in. He is going to go full time for the remainder of the season and really push your Ferrari team further up in the combined constructors.
Yes. We had a bit of a mare in Canada.
You sound a little bit more excited than that. But we have VSR Anton. Attic gets himself in Q3 as well as Dinner. Dinner finished, think P6 on the soft compound for Q2. Go gets himself in on soft compound. Where did Harrison? Harrison didn't make it into Q3. That is interesting.
I think he must have crashed.
Oh, okay.
He's in the. Because we only have 9 drivers, so I was wondering this. Someone must have crashed out. It must have been him.
I see. Coco gets himself into Q3 this evening, so both Ferraris looking really strong this evening. Enzo's there, as well as raising some. McLaren's looking just as strong, as well as the Red Bull team. You have Schuf and Hemp. I know Whiffy, unfortunately, is having a bit of connection issues, so I don't know if he's going to jump in and give it a go, or if he's just going to sit this one out. It is his home Grand Prix, so it'd be sad to see that he's not going to make it. But here we are. Who's going to... we do have Attic, I believe, is going to set... No, he's on an out lap. I believe Anton is going to set the first lap, or is it going to be Enzo? It's going to be Enzo who sets the first lap.
Enzo.
No. Raisin's going to set the first lap.
How's Raisin?
8.1. Whoa, Enzo misses the back end just a bit.
Enzo. Good recovery.
Here we go. I think he validated. Anton goes quickest, 108 flat. That is an insane time.
That is a time.
That is a time and a half.
Well done there.
Specker has left the session. I think he's trying to get in and now I'm not sure. I think he's trying to reserve. Looks like Attic set the purple sector 1, so he's on a stormer right now. Coming into sector 2. Probably one of the trickier parts of the track. He cut that corner just not. I don't know how he got away with that.
Just got away with that one.
Just about.
That's amazing.
So let's see how his sector 2 is compared. He's actually in sector 3. I missed his delta on that one, unfortunately. Where
He's getting green, I believe.
So Schuf and his teammate Hemp are out right now on a flyer. Who's ahead of him? It looks like Schuf's ahead of Hemp, so we'll jump onto them. Don't believe that Goat has come out. Let's see what kind of time Attic can get stuck into. Finished, I believe.
Very good last chicane, that was.
Goat is P3.
P3.
7. So we're going to jump with Schuf. Hemp is Hemp? No, Schuf is ahead of Hemp.
Schuf is invalidated though.
Yes, good call. So we're going to go back down the Hemp, see what kind of time he can get stuck into. He hasn't invalidated his lap yet. Is there a car ahead of him? It looks like it might be Dinner.
Yeah, but that is...
Dinner.
He is also invalidated.
He has. So Hemp, the last guy, set his banker for Q3. What time can he get stuck into? Takes the wall. Champions pretty clean. I know some of the ways that these guys have been attacking the wall of champions. Goes third
again. 185.
I would feel like if I took a line like that through the wall of champions, I'd either A, invalidate my lap, or B, end up in the wall. It'd be one of the two. I can't connect that corner. It's, for some reason, that's the part of this track that I have the most difficulty with. So Schuf going for it. Schuf is going to go for this lap. See if Goat's on his way out. Enzo pulled into the pit, so he's not out just yet. We're going to ride with Schuf. Going down the backstretch where the DRS is available for the drivers right about now. DRS is open. See what time he can get stuck into.
A 109.
Well, it depends on that part right there.
See,
exactly what I'm talking about. You take the wrong line, you cut it just a bit. I think it would have been a 108.5, but he did invalidate. I think it would have been a little bit more time added if he got through the world champion corner cleanly. but I think he cut just a bit too much. Tomo in the chat's talking about how both Toros are out of Q2, but they have a dry race, so they're
Oh
looking
yeah,
forward to it.
that is something actually. Yeah. Didn't notice.
So look through. So Enzo is on his outlap. Goat is on his outlap. Looks like he invalidated his outlap. Hopefully, he didn't give him the invalidated this
Cool.
lap and the next. Let's find out.
Got Anton hoping to improve his time of a 108 flat. It was very difficult to improve, but impressive to see. Along with Raisin trying to compete to get that fastest lap.
So Enzo's on the same. So we're gonna ride with Goat. Let's see what kind of time he can stuck into. Is Shoof gonna go? He is pushing for another one. So we're gonna jump back with Shoof, see if he can get a lap connected here. Can he get himself stuck into a decent time? He's sitting P7 without a time. There's Inner's 109. Now Shoof's gonna dive in the pits. We're gonna ride with Goat. There he goes, purple in Sector 1. I think the track evolution is starting to improve. I think we saw on Friday with you guys, you guys had a bit of rain in the end of Q1, all of Q2, and then by Q3, the times at the end of Q3 were just plummeting. Goat goes fastest on Sector 2 as well. He's on a stormer. I think the track is starting to improve a lot more as well.
Yeah, Raisin's on his best lap now. Anton didn't manage to get his lap today, or this run, because he invalidated it. Double purples for Raisin. Can he get the last chicane done perfectly in that new fastest time?
Here comes Goat.
Will we be seeing a 107 tonight? I think so.
Goat only goes 108.8. I think Sector 3 was bugging him just a bit. Where is Anton? Where is Raisin? Raisin is ahead of Anton, I believe.
Raisin is looking for... I don't know.
All about... Oh,
It's
slides the car just a
bit
bit. Yeah, he lost
loose.
control. So that's going to be his lap done with. Anton flies into the pits.
That would have been a 107. That would have been a 107.
It's all about connecting.
That is so unfortunate.
Mercedes.
Good
he
choice,
was in the chat rooting on Mercedes. Seiko is here. He looked Ferrari, laughing with laughy faces. Zako's here. Good to see you guys in the chat. This is probably one of my. I actually like this race a lot, especially on the real Formula One calendar. It's one of my favorites to watch.
Well, Enzo went in, has put in a 108 flat as well, just only about 800ths away.
Jumping down, see if Shoof's gonna back out of this lap. I don't know why. I think he's gonna give it one more go. Oh, he's on an out lap. I think he forgot to turn his ERS down, but he has done so now. But I will say, I always kind of say this. Amp actually invalidated this lap. I think it might be his in lap. I kind of, it's not like I want to, but I kind of consider this more of a home track than I do the United States Grand Prix, and there's a reason for that. I live just about 8 hours away from this track, whereas the United States Grand Prix, with how large this country is, I live 14 hours away from that Grand Prix. So I'm actually closer to this track than I am the United States Grand Prix.
You gotta think of this, which is the closest country? The one you're in, or one you're not in?
True. I mean, I could be in Canada within 4.5 hours, so that's how close I live to Canada. Close by. Kind of nestled in between a lot of different big iconic places that people would know.
Oh, and that is the validation right on the first corner. Shoof is going to have to hold his ERS again and go for another lap on what will be 2 lap old softs. Let's hope they still have some grip for his fast lap next round.
That and fuel as well. He's going to have to cut down on his fuel.
Yeah.
He's going to have time to get around.
I think he's alright. He hasn't got anything flashing yet.
Amp
Ham next, also on his time.
Pushing on a flyer as well, yeah.
Good.
Just jumped on with Amp. Let's see what kind of time.
Perfect 3 corners there.
Can he improve on his 108.5?
Oh, he has teammates giving him some.
He does.
Slipstream here.
This
could go very well for him.
I wonder if they're talking. We saw the Toro duo do it in Q2. Unfortunately,
he has an all-purple Sector 2.
Didn't prevail.
This could be a good time.
Let's ride on board with Amp. Let's see, yeah. Shoot is definitely going to give him a tow here. How long is he going to give him a tow for? At least half of the back stretch, it looks like. Pulls out. Shoot.
Now,
can he attack wall champions? Really well done. The car steps out just a bit.
That's unfortunate. No, he's invalidated it.
Oh, he has. Now Shoof's on a flyer, so Amp's going to have to move out of the way. He does. So, Shoof, can he get his time stuck in?
That's the only risk you have with this track. You do that, you got to get that breaking point right on there, or you've gone.
Top 3 on out
Good
lap.
attempt though, nevertheless.
Who can improve? Maybe get pole this evening. Is it going to be the Ferrari? Is it going to be one of the McLarens? We will find out. Can Dinner
Coco
get
on a lap
himself?
right now, I believe.
Oh, Dinner's going to wait. He's not going to improve. Attic invalidates his lap. Coco, can he improve on his
Coco,
time?
very nice.
Let's find out.
Looks like a 1085 or
Oh,
an
goes
83. That's
P4.
very good.
Who's sitting on the inside
Very good.
there? Not sure.
That is a right, it's Addict.
Attic sitting, okay. Oh, what is it? He's got to be careful here.
Not trying to be in the way, just trying to
Here
avoid.
comes Goat. Okay, gets out of the way cleanly. So let's see if Shoof can finally connect a lap. He's going to have one more go at it.
Anton starting his lap.
Can Anton improve on his 108 flat?
Along with
Can Enzo feel a little bit
and
more time?
Raisin, is that all Racing can do? Raisin is
Raisin,
P3
yeah, he's validated.
or worse. Enzo and Anton are the only ones who can improve. Can Anton hold on to P1 or can Enzo take it from him?
I believe Shoof is on a flyer. Can he get those tires stuck in? Can he get himself further up than P9?
Holds it.
He's right on board with this man. Where's Enzo compared to him? He's behind him.
Enzo is ahead.
Enzo is validated,
Oh, yeah,
or Anton is invalidated, so he's not going to improve.
Oh, is he?
Enzo is invalidated.
Oh, okay.
Top 3 have invalidated.
Got a challenge. It's all down to Shoof now. He's matching his current time.
I see that. Let's see if Shoof can go faster here. There's a Ferrari sitting on the inside. Hopefully it's not in the way of anybody.
No, it's well out of the way. It's fine. Shoof is the last man, I believe, who can do something about it.
Hamp is out as well.
I don't know if he has the time on his lap.
Here goes Shoof. Can he get himself higher than P9? Attacks Wall Champions really cleanly this time around.
I don't think. Oh, could be.
108.5, so he gets on the P7.
He improves to P7.
And Hamp stays P5, so that is it for qualifying here at the Canadian Grand Prix for GP1. Anton, even though invalidating his last flyer, holds on with a 108 flat. And then you have, I think it was Enzo and Raisin starting P2 and P3. It is going to be quite a battle between these guys up in the top. They know each other very well, so I think if they peel away from the pack early on in this race, it's going to be quite a race between them. No holds bar. I'm sure we're going to see some shoulders out this race. That's for sure. We're running down the order. Anton P1, Enzo P2, Raisin P3, Coco gets P4, Hamp gets P5, Dinner P6, Shoof P7, Attic P8, and Goat finishes out in P9.
All of them separated within 1 second, so it's anyone could have had that.
They're all good catch. They're all within a 108. So I mean that was actually really close. Zako's cheering on.
I've got to be honest. I'm quite sad no one managed to hit that 107. I was so sure someone was going to get that.
So we're going to look over here. Once we load in, these drivers will have a 5-minute complimentary break. I want to look through, make sure it's okay. It should just be about right. All right, so we're going to give you guys a look at the combined. This is GP2 points and GP1 points combined in the constructors. As you guys can see, Toro right now leading with a 207. Red Bull in second, Mercedes third, Ferrari's in fourth, McLaren fifth, Haas is in sixth, Renault is in seventh, Alpha in eighth, Williams in ninth, and Racing Point is sitting there in 10th position. So a lot of points to be gained this evening for each team here. And we'll give you guys a look at the GP1 points while we wait for these guys to get geared up and ready to go racing. Here it is. Right now, Enzo sitting top of the leaderboard with 54 points. And just like last season, all season, he has his rival, Harrison, sitting there in P2, trailing by 2 points. Hamp doing really well this season, P3 with 46 points. Running down the order, we have Raisin in P4. CCRL Finn, who I believe has opted to switch out with Tomo. So Tomo will be that full-time Toro driver going forward. But he was sitting in fifth. Not Y'all is in sixth. Shoof in seventh. Attic is in eighth. Absolute is in ninth. Pepsi 10th. Running down the order on the other side, we have Goat P11, Coco 12th. Third Dinner is in 13th. XC at 14th. Croce is in 15th. Ulsterstig is in 16th. Withy 17th, and Livid, Umpy, and Anton right there. This is Anton's first race, so not too shabby to get pole on his first race for these the championship points. So let's get excited for this race. Tom, what are you expecting from the first couple laps? I'm gonna ask you.
I'm not hoping, I'm praying not for a first turn collision, which is going to be very hard with this track because people will like to get that inside right off the bat.
It's gonna be interesting to say the least. I'm gonna say.
I don't know. I don't think. I have confidence there'll be no DNS in the first 2 laps.
Well, I mean, it depends on really how much these guys want to put their shoulders out. Dry race means these guys can attack the track as hard as they want. It just is a question as how much they're going to attack the other driver. I'm going to be interested
Also,
to see.
strategies.
Yeah,
Because
run me
we
down
know
the strategies.
this track is horrible on the strategies. You can do 2 softs and a medium, soft 2 mediums, or you can do a soft to hard, but it's the hards are very slow.
Yes.
But this track is very harsh on your tyres, so it's down to safety cars. So if you start on the softs, you're gonna want a safety car on lap 5, 6, or 7 to get a
Definitely
free pit
thinking
stop within reason.
this track is notorious for being either a one-stop, medium to hard, hard to medium, or a two-stop. And the two-stop can offer a couple things. You can go 2 softs and a medium, or you can go 2 mediums to a soft. It just, like you said, depends on if we see a safety car and when we see a safety car. I think a lot of guys that are going to start on the soft, which would be Goat, who got through Q2 on the soft compound, as well as Dinner, I think are banking to have an early safety car, so maybe they can set themselves onto maybe either another set of soft or go for the hard compound and take them to the end. Only time will tell. We have 32, so just about, I would say 34. These guys should be ready and get ready to go.
Yeah.
But
I want right. Let's say who's you gonna say is gonna be our biggest mover tonight?
I'm keeping my eye on
I'm gonna put
Harrison.
my money.
Harrison
I'm
only
I'm going for Benny again.
Benny's a
He
good
could get
call.
easily the biggest mover.
Not
Biggest
y'all
mover, I
has
reckon. I don't
pace
know
as
where
well,
did he qualify.
but it's gonna be one of the guys that we're not mentioning. It's how it always works out.
It always will be. Yeah.
Somebody's gonna make a move and get themselves through in a clean race and have an amazing clean race.
Just
That not to touch on the fact that this track has a notorious amount of track penalties or exceeding track limit areas that I think a lot of these
definitely.
guys are gonna collect. Saw it on GP2. Those penalties came in thick and fast. Looks like these guys are getting ready up.
Harrison has gone.
Harrison's gone, so that is good to
Yeah.
see.
All I can say is do not do Gladiator's Curse. Do not say anything about anyone doing good, anyone doing bad, because it will not work.
Benny says P12 for me, so it's not looking too great. Benny, get your head down. I think you're gonna
Nah,
get yourself
he'll
way
get
further up.
P5.
Way
He'll
further
get
up. So we're
P5.
gonna load into this formation lap in just about 3 seconds time. Getting ready to set off for the Canadian Grand Prix. Cannot wait for this race. It is one of my favorites. Glad it made it onto the short season calendar. Everybody's pulling away, so I believe Whiffy and Becker's car are sitting in the pits, so that's unfortunate. So they'll be stuck on the leaderboard, but they're actually not in this race. So Enzo, the 2 McLarens, are they going to work together to try to overtake that Ferrari ahead of them? Only time to tell. Let's look at the tire strategy, shall we? Top 5 are on the medium compound. Dinner is on the soft, followed by Shoot is on a medium compound. Attic and Gopher on the soft compounds. Not y'all medium. A couple softs here. Tomo, Benny. Absolute's the only one that's gone to the hard compound, so he's definitely going to be trying to commit to that one stop. And the remainder of the field are on the medium compound. Exia also Stig. So it'll be interesting to see, but we're going to jump back on for the leader. Who are you gonna get?
Oh,
Who do you think is gonna get the podium this evening? What? Anton is taking a very.
Alright, I'll say at least one of the top 5 will be on a podium. And I've got to say, 6th, 8th, 9th, and 11th and 12th are could be on a really good track to get on a very good finish tonight if safety car and other parts of the race play their way.
Can
They've got
Coco
the
get his
softs.
first
People
podium
say
this
that's not
evening?
good.
Can you
see.
guys have a
He's one
Ferrari
off already.
double podium this season? That's a question. Depends on how hard Coco wants to attack him. Like Zayko said in the comments here, it's really good to see Coco get himself up to the top 4.
Yep. People don't know this, but he's a very fast driver. Hasn't been seen quite yet, but he's a very fast driver.
We
Do
might
not
see
count
it
him
this
out
evening.
at all.
JML says, I only won GP2 race by getting no penalties. Sometimes that's the best way to win a race. I've done it myself.
So how are your emotions right now, Kyle, with your drivers a little further down the aisle than you would like?
I have a feeling know what they're doing. They don't have the pace like myself in quality,
Yeah.
but they're gonna drive through and keep the race clean. Waiting for those 5 red lights,
They'll
ladies and
definitely
gentlemen.
push up.
Here we go.
Here we go.
5 red lights are on the board. 2, 3, 4, 5 are lit, and we should be just about away for the Canadian Grand Prix. Here we go. Lights out. Anton gets an amazing start,
Good start
followed by the 2 McLarens. Coco, can he hold on to P4?
Red Bull on the inside.
Oh, Williams is on the inside,
Williams
pushes Coco wide. Coco's
Ferrari.
gonna have to take the escape route. Couple guys, everybody gets through pretty cleanly. There goes those guys in the back. Whoa, these guys are attacking each other in the back like crazy. Easy into turn 2. Don't want to extend. There's
keen at the front for the most part.
Jump through. Let's look. The McLarens here working together in unison, trying to hold on to the back of that Ferrari. There's Hamp right there in P4. Coco is kind of backed off now. He's taking the escape route. He's holding up right there, battling the 2 Renaults. There's Nigel fighting the Red Bull. Gets a bit of a wheel touch there. That was close. Here we are running down the order, side by side, the Haas and the Red Bull. Are they going to touch? No, they thought about it. A couple guys going pretty close, going deep in. Everybody
Top 5 breaking away already.
Whoa, there's
the Haas and Red Bull
Mercedes.
really close there.
Jumping through, they're in 3 line. Is Toro going to make a move for it here? Looks like XE is thinking about it. That might be XE. I can tell by their helmets now. I know who it is. That looks like that's XE. So Anton still in the lead. Look at the 2 McLarens. I'm going to get you guys the Delta back up. So you guys have that. I'm going to get that mini map off as well. What's that? I want to keep it clean as possible. So looks like Enzo gets up to P2. Raisin's following behind. Hamp right there. Dinner right there as well. Dinner could have a good possibility at a podium this evening. He is on the soft, so he's going to have a little bit more pace than the guys ahead of him. So he's got to make sure he mounts and attack as soon as possible. Jumping through, we got Tomo working on Attic here. Tomo, can he get ahead? Tomo's going to make for a move on the inside here. Tries to get his turn. Will he have the space? Gets a bit of a touch.
Switching positions.
That's Benny right there. Benny's already up to P10, so he's made up 2 positions.
Anton already making nearly a 2-second gap as the 2 McLarens on the Red Bull are fighting away.
Oh, Hamp's making a move on Enzo. Raisin's gotten around Enzo again. Bit of a touch from the 2 Red Bull and McLaren. Hamp's going to have a run here. It looks like Enzo's going to hold steady and give his teammate a toe. They don't want to
go too wide through this.
Ferrari get away too much. Job well done by all of them to kind of give each other a little bit of a breathing room. Good racing. All champions. Enzo sets a fastest lap. Lap 2. Jump through. Hopefully, I don't see too much. Is anybody missing any end plates or anything like that? I haven't seen.
I've seen nothing flying.
Yeah, I mean, it's been super clean so far.
Anton, Harrison and Absoluto fighting side by side.
Oh, we had that annoying flag glitch, I think.
Touchy.
Whoa, Go's lost it.
Ooh.
Behind Coco, he's out of this race. It's gonna have to be a safety car. He's been sitting in the middle of the track. Is it a safety car? Only a virtual safety car, ladies and gentlemen.
What's happened to Coco? He's dropped right down to 11th. What's going on?
Coco had to take the escape route on turn 1. I think that's why he's sitting down in P11. So Go has left the session. That is so unfortunate for the Mercedes driver this evening. Virtual safety car, so these guys are going to have to maintain a delta gap and make sure they stay within that, or they're going to be penalized for it. I've seen a lot of guys being penalized for it.
It's not a very nice thing.
Looks like we're back to Refly Racing. STRS is now enabled. A lot of guys punch onto that DRS. Let's look at XE gets himself up to P14. He has Harrison just ahead of him.
Also sticking to 12, doing well. Also sticking on Absoluto up to
straight. I knew this guy's had a bit of contact in I think it was the second race in China. Oh, he's going to make a move around. Also, now Absolute. He's going to make it stick. Absolute will have the right.
He made it stick.
Whoa. Oh, Stick pinches him off and puts his car up to P11. So Stick
Made
is
it.
now up to P11. Harrison is thinking about attacking Absolute next. Absolute locks it up, goes on the outside of the rest. Could have a Sebastian Vettel Hamilton moment there, but Harrison gets himself up through. Now Axie is going to want to try to attack these guys as much as possible, looking through the delta. Who else to close? Thomas fighting. Attic, he's going to have another run at him here. Wheels touching a bit. Oh, that was close. Attic tried to hold on to it. His teammate Benny goes up through.
No, Benny's gone through.
So Thomas up to P8. Let's ride on.
These all the soft runners here.
This
So
will be interesting.
they're all equal pace on their
Alistair
times.
Stick catches Attic here. Two teammates in the Alfa Romeo last season as Attic decided to move to the Renault team. They are going to have DRS on Tomo. Enzo, 3-second time penalty already. Lap 4. That might be big towards the end. Hamp just has to keep it clean. He is right behind Enzo. Also Stick gets a 3-second time penalty. Every race.
You can see who are pushing harder through here.
I talked to my mate a lot. He needs to keep this race as clean as possible. He can make up a lot of decisions. Schoof gets a 3-second time penalty. Jump out, Harrison
We've got
working on also Stig.
We've got Noel. We've got Noel on third.
He gets a 3-second time
starting to
penalty.
drop off.
So Harrison looking to fight.
Under attack.
Stig as much as possible. He should have a good run on him. He's going to have DRS. Actually, is not too far behind Absolute as well. And that's Toro Rosso. Can Harrison make a move here? He does get ahead. There's Alfa Romeo. I'm also Stig. That's actually a great camera angle for that one time. That one time
Here
you want to
goes
see a
Noel on
chase.
third dinner. P5 and 6 minutes. About to be to position chain. If you can make it stick.
And so
Go for it.
catch his teammate as well.
Ooh, holds it.
And there's Hot Anton just a bit. Attic gets a 3-second time penalty. Gap now at the top, 1.4 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Not Y'all is putting pressure on. He's starting to catch third dinner as well. Shoot just behind. A lot of these guys just behind. Look at Benny.
Oh, not your side by side. Ooh.
Who's beside? Oh, Stick and Absolute. Bit of a love bump there. Let's just take up through the holds on that position.
Oh, okay. Raisin is starting to pull in the gap back on Anton now. Down to 1.4 from 2 seconds.
That's what I was saying.
They're bringing it back.
They're catching him. I think they're working together.
Oh, here goes Noel. Not your. On third inner now. On the inside into the second cone.
Bit of a squeeze.
Makes the move stick.
Both
Very
make it
nice.
through, though. Benny gets
Here comes third inner now with a good run out of the corner. Could he go for a bit of a dive here?
Actually, on this DRS straight, I'm going to jump on board to watch Shoop attack with two drivers ahead of him.
Oh,
Here we go. He is going to have DRS. He's a little further
I think
back.
third inner could have
Right
this.
on board with Shoop.
There goes third. Oh, Noel takes the defensive line. It goes back over to the racing line.
Very well.
Third inner's has lost all the pace in those tyres now.
Shoop has a run on
fighting
Dinner.
those tyres now.
Dinner does have
Oh,
DRS.
yeah.
Shoop will make a move on Dinner. He's going to pitch him in the inside.
Yes, he is on the inside. Lovely.
Oh, Tomo thought
Good
about
breaking
it.
points.
Benny's right there thinking about going
Tomo's
against Tomo. Yeah, the top 1.2. They are catching
left.
Anton. I think Anton might be taking care of his tires.
Oh, Tomo on third inner, side by side. Oh, touch, crash, out, crash. Oh, big merge.
Benny makes it through.
I'll keep that.
Shoop gets a
that.
3-second time penalty.
That
No
was a nasty
DNF
crash.
from that though.
That is very confusing.
They somehow made it through.
Thank you,
That's
F1
gonna
Game,
allow
for the logics. Thanks, logics. Oh, big gap up top.
Safety car, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
Attic gets a
on
5-second
safety car.
severe collision with Dinner. So he might have to serve
what happened there?
to the pits, but Not Y'all has made a great race so far. Hands holding on. These guys are going to collect. So we're lap 7 of 35. You can say I had flashbacks.
We will be seeing 7, 8, 9 and 10 going to the pits now, I believe, if they have any sort of spark with their tyres, because they will be destroyed by now.
Enzo is going to stay out. He's going to allow Racing to pit first. So this could be interesting. Anton's gone to the hard compound.
That's just a very early pit.
Amo gets a 5-second speed into the pit lane. Look at all these guys in the pit lane. Looks like Stig's going to pit.
Oh!
X's
Renault
gonna
double
pit
stack.
up.
Renault double stack.
Oh no. Actually, he's gotten
The
the
Renault
five.
has stopped. Ooh! As it stopped the Red Bull from coming out of the pit. That has destroyed Schoof a little bit there. That is disaster in the pit lane for a majority of drivers.
P1 and
Harrison
P2
is
in
a
the points
P2.
are going to see each
Anton's a
other
P4.
in the track here in just a bit once Harrison collects Enzo following the safety car right now. Exactly what you want to
Anton has
see.
lost position in the pits. McLaren has jumped the Ferrari.
He does, yeah. He's up to P3, so Anton's sitting P4 on a hard compound.
Net P1.
That is going to be difficult to warm those tires. These guys are going to have to really push. Becker can't get in. Didn't even know my car was in. We'll try again. Becker, your car is in the pits, mate. I don't think it's gonna let you in. It's sitting in the pits, as you can see. There's no car, unfortunately. So riding on through. Absolute.
Let's look at position change. Who's doing
I
well so far?
think he's gonna need it. Invite if you can invite him
Oh,
back.
Pepsi! 11 moves. 11 moves. Who he's inviting?
It's Absolute does. He's ghosting right now. Just getting back in. Croce gets a 5-second. Exceeding track limits. Running down the order, Stig there, onto the hard compound until the end. Looks like Exia has done the same. Coco has gone to the mediums, so he's gonna have to pit again, I think. There's no way, I mean, you could stretch him, but that's a long stretch.
Croce, 5-second time penalty.
Riding on through. Alright.
So we have two top movers. Harrison, 12 positions, from 14th to 2nd. We have Pepsi from dead last to P11, I believe.
Yeah, everybody in the chat.
P11, P7.
Harrison, got a couple fans in the chat. Eagles here. Harrison and Enzo, P1 and P2 in the championship standings right now, so this is big between these guys. But they have two very fast drivers behind you, Grayson and Anton, who are switching back through with each other on position. Safety car is in this lap, so we're going to jump on board with Enzo. I think he's going to stack this field as much as he can. He's going to want Grayson to possibly attack Harrison as hard as he can. But he's going to hold off Anton. Anton's right there as well. As you can see, safety car is peeling away to pull into the pits. Enzo will have the right to set the pace for this restart. I feel like sometimes restarts are a bit more dangerous than the actual start of the race. Here we go. Evil says, to be fair, I'm a fan of the top four. So Enzo peels away. Harrison's trying to peel away with him. Harrison gets a really good run on.
Harrison, a really good run.
Is he going to make a move on Enzo here coming down the line? 3 seconds time on hands. Harrison's going to go to the lead of this Grand Prix. Can he get the job done?
Oh no,
he
can't make
Enzo
it.
gives him a bit of a squeeze.
Not the grip.
There's Raisin going to look for the move. Harrison should hold on to P2. Raisin's going to tuck him behind the Mercedes driver. Oh, this is getting a bit close. Anton, 3-second time penalty. Croce, 3-second time penalty. So Harrison's really trying to fight. These guys will not have DRS for another, I think it's 2 laps until they've reached that 3. Oh, I was just taking 3-second. West. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. The time penalties are coming in fast. Harrison goes a bit wide, smacks the wall on the outside. He's going to miss end play from that. He is, so he's got a bit of damage on his front wings. Raisin's going to make an attack move. Antoine's trying to follow through. The hand's just sitting there thinking, oh, jeez, what was that? Raisin and Harrison, big contact.
I call that from the Ferrari's view.
So Ham now finds himself right behind Anton.
I believe that may have just been Raisin that cut across too early. I believe Raisin may have cut across a little too early and has caused a bit of a calamity.
That would definitely have to be clipped. You would expect collisions to happen in the Wall of Champions, but that was interesting to say the least. Benny has found himself up to P6. Harrison, 5-second.
Harrison, 5 seconds.
Spear collision with Raisin.
Oh.
Are they touching? Is it a bit of a Sebastian Lewis moment?
That may be in the pit lane where if you go into pit lane too fast, the King will do it too. Oh, Enzo sliding across the corner. His tyres are not doing all the greatest for him right now.
There is the
3 lap
Ferrari
old halves against 10
charging,
lap old
trying to
mediums.
catch up. Oh, Ham gets a
The
3-second
McLarens
pass.
just destroyed themselves
I think
by staying out.
I think
And having
the top
that
3 now have
silly collision.
themselves a 3-second time penalty. Shoot making a move on the
Believe
opposite
so.
car of Absolute. Dinner's not too far off. Who's sitting in the clean right now? Shoot is sitting clean. So is not y'all. Not y'all's.
Oh, third dinner passed out. Third dinner, absolutely. I was making position change.
Can he make the move done? I see
Oh, third dinner on Shoot.
Tomo's
Third dinner
trying to
on
make a
Shoot.
move on Penny too.
Shoot side and side into the wall of champions. Oh, this could be messy.
Oh no, Shoot back down
Mate,
of it.
gets done very cleanly.
DRS is now
Good
enabled
respect
for
that
these
was.
drivers. Stiggs found himself back up to P11. Exia not too far off. P13. Copa P14. Raisin, has he pitted? He has. Harrison now. I think he is he still on? Yes, he has pitted. Okay. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Anton now within a second DRS range of the leader right now, Enzo. This is kind of fallen into Anton's hand. Hamp, though, Hamp is doing really well. He's fighting Anton. Both on the
Hamp
same
is a very good
compound.
driver. Very skilled. Ooh! Anton really losing it.
Whoa, Tomo, look at this battle between these guys. We're gonna ride on board Tomo. We have Benny, we have not y'all, and we have Pepsi just ahead. Is Tomo thinking about Toro Rosso driver? Keeps it clean. Not y'all goes a bit wide. Benny's gonna have a look on the outside. Lap 12 or 35. So much has happened already. DRS is open for these drivers on the backstretch. Let's see. Benny.
Not your battle, taken by Benny.
Not y'all's gonna squeeze him up just a bit. All go through the wall. Championship relatively easy. Dinner is not too far off.
Pepsi's under a lot of pressure now. Pepsi could be a double loser here if he goes terribly well.
Give Attic a bit of screen time. He is fighting his old teammate in the Alpha. This is going to be interesting. Stick lets him on through.
4, 5, 7, 6. All fine out. All 3 wide.
Oh boy. Hey, now turn. You want to go side by side. This against 3-second time penalty.
Ooh.
That's exactly why you don't want to go 3 wide.
Pepsi is blinking right now. What has happened? He's on very old medium now. It's not working well. Oh! Come on, try and go inside of Benny.
I'm going to ride and shoot for this because there's a lot of guys. Raising set the fastest lap of the race with a 110.9. Shoot,
Benny
I think
wants
it's
to get
holding
past.
back.
Cannot find a way. Pepsi is all Benny struggling.
Just right on board. Shoot, the battle is happening ahead of them. It's intense. I see Tom's going to think about a move with Benny.
Tomo's gone for the inside line.
Side by side, they're going to go on the exit here.
Ooh.
Looks like Benny gets another run. Right on board with Dinner, who's a little bit closer to the action. Is Tom going to have a run on Benny
Benny's
here?
got to make a move. Benny should be able to make a... No, not yet, not yet, not yet.
Oh, going to go single file into the wall of champions. Good to see. They're not going to try to do that.
Oh, here he goes. Oh, it's break. Get a break to get away Pepsi.
Good to see they're
I
not
think
going
this
to do
is
that
it.
double side.
Benny should be able to make a move. Oh, no, he's holding on.
Making a move.
Ooh, just tiny touches there. Benny's still holds back. Tom, like, what is going on?
Enzo has made a pit stop.
Coco is
retired
gone.
from the race. Is that going to be a safety
Where's
car, or
this?
is it going to be a virtual?
He's retired in the pits.
Oh, he's retired in the pits, so it should be fine. Hopefully.
Just race the race, jeez. Back onto the fight.
Harrison has set the fastest lap. Just riding on board with these guys. So Anton retakes the lead. He does have Ham right behind him, though. Ham's having a really good run against him. Goes really close, almost runs into the gearbox of Anton. He's got to hold on to the back of Anton.
Oh! Dinner made a massive dive there. That's
Yeah. Oh!
Made large contact with Benny.
Was that Benny into the wall? Did he clip the wall? No, he does have both end plates still.
Oh,
wait, is he missing an end plate?
I'll double check, hold on. Looking, hold on.
I can't tell.
No, he's lost his right end plate. He's lost his right end plate.
These guys fighting each other so close. We're gonna get. Oh, who's that going side by side? Oh!
Ooh!
Oh!
Oh, I give that a recording.
Is that
Tom just
Dinner?
missed the breaking point, I
Dinner got
believe.
caught.
Possibly in two. Yeah.
Did
But I
Dinner
think
just get
I
a penalty
don't
for that? Virtual safety car is out, ladies and gentlemen.
Probably he could just cut across a few corners in sideways motion. Thank you, Kumasters, that makes sense. Use crash out, give him an extra penalty just so he knows.
Yeah, I wonder if he got. Benny gets a 3-second time.
Benny's got a 3-second time penalty.
under virtual safety car or safety car, the times the penalties come a lot
Penalties are
easier, it
so
seems.
much more precise.
Because I just saw Raisin get another time
Ooh.
penalty. DRS is open, so we're back to green flag
Oh, it's
racing.
gone.
Dinner's
Benny
gonna
jumps
really have to
Tomo.
push it to get
Perfect
around.
timing for Benny.
Absolutely still not back in his car.
But this though, not Yol is into third place.
He is. He got a podium, I believe, last week in Canada, so can he fight further on?
In
Can Pepsi
Canada?
get himself further up on the field? He is. Pepsi's got a pit. Tomo gets around
Yeah.
Benny.
Again,
Sheaf is
they
looking.
are fighting out like mad
I
people.
told you.
Benny cuts the corner but gets a much better run. Oh, Toro has a DRS. That's unfortunate. Though I don't know if 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
When it rains, it pours sometimes in this
Look
game.
at the McLarens, 12 and 14. They're going to have to put in some stellar laps to get back up to the top. Or pray for a safety car.
Yeah, something must give for those guys to get further up. It was because Enzo waited too long to pit. He pitted now. He's on 2-lap old hard, so they will take him to the end, but it's just he's
I
got
think
to
he
get
did
through
do
the traffic.
what was needed. Because if he didn't do it, he would have double stacked, wouldn't he, with his teammate? So he had to go longer.
I almost just double stacked though, because you would have put yourself in a better position. These guys
carrying on.
Delta. See, absolute
Spacing out a bit now.
He's still ghosting.
Still have Shoof and Addicts. Shoof is in a runner sandwich right now.
Look at Croce. Let's give Croce a bit of screen time. He's caught back up to the back end. He's actually missing a right end plate. He's caught up to Dinner. Dinner has just pitted for the hard compound though, so he's going to be good to go to the end. What am I seeing here? What is Pepsi dives into the pits as well? He's going to get a new... No. He's just making his pit stop, so he's good to go. Puts Exie up to P10, Stig up to P8. Attic really fighting here against Shoof. Shoof's with Benny. Top, not y'all. Can he get himself closer in? Hamp's really trying to keep that toe between himself and Anton. Anton's now opened the gap. 1.4.
Absolute one to back the Exia. Absolute on Exia now. I don't know if he's here. I have sent an invite. He's just ghosting the whole time.
Yeah, I think
I have to know if he's really here.
Oh look, yeah, that's absolute. Croce's now caught the back end.
I don't know. He has no. Listen, he has no ERS. I don't believe AI let you run out of ERS, so that it could be. It could actually be him, just in a ghosting can.
Oh, Absolute's router is gone. He's not going to be able to get back in. Knew some evil in comments. Thank you, evil. That is awesome.
Oh, Addict's dropping right down the field.
Oh, Addict's
had a spin. Addict's been spun.
Oh, careful, careful. Racing might have not seen him.
That's very unfortunate.
So Addict's down.
Don't know what's happened there.
Stig's got a 5-second speeding in the pit lane. Why is Stig pitting again? Is he going to pop on the medium to go to the end?
Hold on, I think he may have collided. I think he's collided, yeah. He collided with Addict, he's got a wing damage. Ooh, something happened with them in the straight. That's not good.
Two teammates last season collide as Addict's gone through. Stig's on his way out of the pits. Jumping back on through with Shoof, who is battling the other Renault. Evil's like more clips, glorious. I don't know if they collected each other, because I'm going to be honest, that turn, that hairpin, if you put the throttle down a little too early, especially for some of the guys who run no traction,
it could be, yeah.
They'll spit the back end of your car.
But it seems weird how he managed to, how Addict spun, and then the other guy had damage. It seems they may have been not deliberate, obviously, but could have happened. Put on. There goes Shoof.
Shoof thinking about it, tucks back in. Gonna wait,
for that one.
make or pick his moment.
But here he goes, here's his move.
Is he gonna do it here? A lot of moves have been made this evening. Everybody tucking in the inside. He's gonna think about it. No, he backs out of it at the last second.
Not a lot of room really left though. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, the racing on. Keep going. Good racing. Enzo to 7th. Enzo's bringing it back a bit. We've got 8-second gap to the next driver, but oh, there goes Shoof and Hamilton. Oh, here he goes. On Benny. Benny's gonna be moved on now. Nope.
Also, Stig gets around third down with DRS assistance. That is him up through in P13 on those medium compounds. Oh no. I just noticed something. Also, stick put on used mediums. They're already 7, 8 laps old.
Ooh,
He didn't have any fresh mediums left. So he's possibly going to have to pit again.
this. Yeah, I think he's gonna run those for a few laps and go for halves.
I'm telling you,
This is a
race.
mad race.
This is an absolutely atrocious race for some of these
Raisin
guys.
approaching Absolute, Absolute approaching Soren, and then Pepsi on Rose Exia. Exia going very deep with broken wing. This could be a move for Pepsi now because Exia has broken right end plate.
And Pepsi make a move. DRS
This is
is
going to be a
open.
very simple
Exia holds
move.
the outside.
Yes, he's got this. He has the power.
Pepsi's up through. Ooh.
Next.
Pepsi just goes some car dash to the pits.
Exia running out of the air, so 10% left.
Try with Exia. Let's see if Exia can have a battle here. I think, unfortunate for Exia, he is missing his
Ooh,
end plate as
Pepsi
well.
also has lost their end plate. Yeah, they both lost end plate.
It's unfortunate these
Did
drivers
you just catch a glimpse of that too?
an annoying blue flag warning for glitch, I guess. Oh, Raisin's
Benny and
catching
Shoof
the back
still
of
within a
Exia
second
like
here.
crazy. Raisin's gonna make a
Enzo's
move
brought
here.
that gap down
DRS
by
is
2
open.
seconds.
Both have DRS. Raisin should just about. No, they're gonna go side by side. I think X is
Raisins,
gonna
that was a
back
bit
out
of a
Ooh,
ballsy
that was
move.
close.
That was a bit ballsy. Fair play, got it done. Oh, here comes Exia again. He's gonna go for the
X is thinking
inside.
about it. He's gonna dive for the inside. He is, but he's gonna
He's
go
gone
and
very
overshoot
deep.
it. Raisin's gonna have to switch back side by side. Really well done not to make a collision.
Oh, Exia still has DRS.
He does. He's gonna have a fight here.
He's gonna get back.
Raisin's not gonna have DRS. Is actually gonna make a
He
move
backs
on
out.
Raisin.
He's given up.
He's
backed out. He's given up.
Yeah, he's gonna leave it behind. Gap at the top now. Anton's put a 3.4 second gap on him. Well, Benny, how's Benny doing with Shoof?
Benny is still within a second, but he just cannot bring it back right now. It's just been stable at 8 tenths for a while now. Can he do it now? Because he just hits the grass and hits the wall a little bit, I believe. Shoof does.
Amp gets a 3
Nope,
second.
still
That's
saves
gonna
8
hinder him just a bit. Trying to push for that podium this evening. Not y'all is 2.
Benny gaining on Shoof.
9 seconds.
Benny is much closer now than he was last lap, and he's now DRS.
I gotta look at Dinner
Which
and
is much better hairpin.
Side by side, they're gonna go. Easy does it. Side. Oh, that was a bit of a touch. Dinner into the wall. They're both giving each other a bit of squeeze, and shoulders went out. Dinner gets put into the wall.
Benny gaining.
I think he's gonna be missing some of his end plate again. It's gonna have
Benny
Prix come
pits.
on through. Benny does dive for the pits. Where is he gonna come out? Enzo's gonna pass. Pepsi is kind of far on the backstretch, so depending on Benny gets served. No, he's getting the wing changes too, so Pepsi's going to go through. Raisin's going to go through. Exia is going to go on through. As Benny is just pulled away from his pits. Is his teammate going to pass him? I don't think so. Benny, where's he at? Here comes Haddock, his teammate. Benny has left the pits. It's going to be close between the two teammates. He's right on board now.
They made it.
So Benny gets ahead of his teammate. Prix fighting, also staying out.
Harrison down in 15th. What a weird race for him. He's gone from last to first to last. Mostly. He'll bring it back. Just give him a bit of encouragement in the chat. Oh, Raisin gets past Pepsi.
Pepsi, I think, is going to fight back.
McLaren,
Prix
6 and
gets
7.
3 second time penalty.
I do believe though, Raisin will pit again. Raisin will be pitting again. He's on 11 lap old mediums.
Same with
they will not make it. However, Enzo will make it to the end.
They're going to go to the soft compound, I think, towards the end of the race. Probably within the next, I would say, 3 to 4 laps, they're going to dive for the soft compound. Raisin gets a 3 second time penalty. So it's gone back to worse for the McLaren duo. I mean, they are sitting 7th and 6th, respectively. Top of the leaderboard, Amp has lost out 4.4 seconds. It's the delta between himself and Anton leading this race. Closest gap right now we have, it looks like it's going to be Pepsi on Raisin. Prix is trying to hold on to the back of Harrison, but Harrison, we know, is a quick driver. Big gets on through, and absolutely got himself back into this race. See if he can get control of his car. He is in P11 right now. Stick gets 3 seconds for multiple warnings. So Addicts pit for the mediums to take him to the end. Can he get himself further up that grid than P14? He's found himself up to P9. I think he might have to pit again though, because those hards I don't know are going to last. Yeah, I think he's battling the wing too.
The hards should last.
And still for the pits. Making his one and only pit stop. Enzo goes on through to P4, Shoot up to P3. Not Y'all puts himself into P2. With Anton leading with a 7.1 second gap. Benny gets a 3-second time penalty. Tomo pit, so he's out on mediums, taken to the end. Cool still to hear Exia battling Benny. I think Benny is going to have the run of the mill here though, because he's on 2-lap old mediums compared to Exia's 16-lap old hards. Benny, yeah, is just going to run away with this one. Harrison gets up through to P12. I think Stig let him on through. So what would you say the biggest talking point with this race so far is, Tom? Okay. And Tom right there in P1, Not Y'all in P2. So we have a Ferrari, we have the Haas, and we have the Red Bull right now sitting on the podium. Enzo gets a 3-second time penalty. Here we go, running on through him, comes out P5, Raisins P6, any other close battles. A couple of the guys are spaced out now. 10 laps remain of this Grand Prix. What is going to happen, ladies and gentlemen? If you were to give yourself a driver of the day early vote, who would you give yourself, or who would you give it to? I think I have one guy eyed up right now. And that's going to be this guy who's kept it clean, did not make it into Q3, but has had a solid race so far, sitting in P2. Y'all having a good race. The hards, they will make it. I don't think so, Evil. I don't think so. Attic gets a 3-second time penalty.
I return.
Here you are.
What I missed.
I was going to ask you while you were away. During this race, we have 10 laps remaining. What do you think is the biggest talking point so far of this Canadian Grand Prix?
I've got to be honest, I think it's Harrison. He had a really good charge, got into second place, and he's gone right back to the bottom again. He's just been up and down the board. I guarantee he'll be up there again. He's just got to wait for this time to come, but Anton, within reason, after the McLaren's problem with the pit strategy, just had a pretty comfortable race, not too many penalties. Not Yours doing a very good job along with Shu. McLaren of Enzo is going to be gaining on third place soon, hunting down that podium. Along with Ham, who's just pitted on fresh mediums, who could have the pace to just come and just steal fourth away from Enzo and even challenge for third once again. We'll have to see.
Yeah, it's a big talking point. I mean, you did make touch point your teammate in the Ferrari. Anton, this has pretty much dominated this race from P1. Got caught up in traffic when they made that pit stop under safety car. But since he's gotten back in the lead, he's just held on to it. He's putting pace on between himself and Not Y'all. 8.8 seconds is the gap. Shoot, it'll be interesting if he can hold on to this podium.
Just
what is
if
happening?
I may interrupt you, Tomo on Pepsi. Within a second now.
Soft compound. So he's going to push for that fastest lap of the race. There is Dinner though. Dinner's on pretty fresh medium, so they're going to fight for each other. Let's ride him finally. Shoof has dove for the pits. Okay,
Shoof and Raisin are pitting in.
Yeah, they're not going to last until the end. Those medium compounds, I think we're starting to lose.
Oh, and there's also a Toro Rosso group coming out of pit lane there. Someone from Toro Rosso pitting? They came out onto the paddock. Oh, that makes me say, Tomo is running a different strategy to the one he planned. Otherwise, because they're probably wanting him to pit now, and he's saying no.
Big question by Evo in the pits. Will Not Y'all
What's that?
or Anton pit?
It's a good question. I don't know. It just depends. I think realistically, if they can hold on, they won't. So if they do pit, that will give Hamlet the inheritance of the current win. But the
Oh
softs could
no.
just give them a good old push.
Wall Champions has
What's
play,
happened?
also sticks and play as third gen is going to make for a move on the inside. Bit of action here at the back.
Oh, now the outside.
Sticks in a hold on the
Oh,
back.
now back to the inside again.
It's unfortunate because he just slapped on those soft compounds, trying to get the
A bit
Raisins
wide.
done the same. Raisin has Exia red on the back of him. Exia has brought those hard compounds into this race with 19 laps so far. So and Raisin should about just peel away from Exia. I wonder if Exia's going to die for the pits. Tomo gets a 3-second time penalty. I think that's the first time I saw his name pop up.
I'm gonna have a check up on penalties. I will. Right, let's have a look at
Enzo
Anton.
got around Hamp,
It's
or Hamp
one.
was caught up to the back of Enzo.
Anton has only got one penalty, one more warning away. Not Yol is yet to get one. He's got 2 warnings. He's penaltyless currently.
Oh, Hamp got a
Ham
move on Enzo,
has-
got around. Exia gets a 3-second time penalty. So Hamp made a sweet move just around Enzo to peel up into that position. Enzo's going to try to fight back here. He will have DRS, but he's on older hard compounds compared to Hamp's brand new medium compound. Should see Enzo or Hamp actually pull away here. Enzo does have DRS though. He might be able to pull back Enzo just a bit into Wall of Champions, but I think come the tightish part of this more technical part, I think Hamp might just start pulling away. Pepsi as well is right behind the other Red Bull. Shoot. Benny doing pretty good. Commentators curse, ladies and gentlemen. As soon as I clicked on the second time penalty, Shoot sets the fastest lap with a 10.8 on medium compounds. Raisin is going to punch that with a 9.7. I had a feeling that was coming.
Yep. Well, I think turning to strategy once again with P1 and P2, I think it's going to be if one goes in, the other will follow. Because realistically, if not Raisin, sorry, that's not one person. If Anton pits, he'll come out in 4th. If Noel pits, he'll come out in about 5th, maybe 6th.
I mean,
So it's going to be a big gamble on either their sides.
it really depends on how much
Yes,
time
it's also a lot more pace.
Hamp can pull down.
It depends how their tyres are doing. 5 laps. Do you think they'll last?
I think you're gonna have to manage them pretty well. Anton won't pit unless not y'all pits first.
Crouchy 3 seconds.
So I think it really comes down to
Ooh,
how much time Hamp can pull back on not y'all. If they think, well, I mean, Anton's got a 10.5 second gap between himself and not y'all. I don't think Anton's gonna pit. I think he's just gonna manage those tires for the remainder of the 5 laps. Now is absolutely back in his car. He is. Exia gets a 5-second speed.
Extra 5 seconds speeding.
This is really attacking.
That has caught a lot of people out, hasn't it?
It has.
That's caught out 4 people out now, at least.
So Shuf now trying to pull the gap between himself and Tomo. Tomo ahead of him. 3 lap older medium compounds. Gonna get the job done. 8/10 is the gap. Going through. Closest battle.
Tell you what,
so
I'm seeing
far on
Enzo
track.
is locking up a lot now. He's under a lot of pressure, under a lot of stress on those tyres. Dropped about 8 times this is 1 lap. Struggling.
Shuf is right behind him. He's just going to have DRS assistance on this backstretch. We'll pull them closer to Tomo. Anton's pitted. Evils has called it. Anton's
Anton has pitted.
out. Not y'all has gotten the lead of this race.
He can count
Hamp goes on
P5.
through.
He didn't press him.
Where
hold on.
Anton just about
Anton
gets
comes
ahead
out in
of
P2.
Hamp, so it might have paid
Wow.
off.
That is a short pit lane, that is.
He is
That's
going to run down.
19-second pit lane.
He's going to
Insane.
run down, not y'all, in a flash. I'm just going to say that 4.1 second gap, 3.8. He's going to have it within the next lap, I think. That could have
Right, now
called
go
a
to
race
my
for
not
Anton.
How is not Yol gonna do? Because he's 4 seconds away from P2, who are fresh softs. He's on 23 lap old hards, and if he pits, he will drop down a long way, at least 7th. I want to say.
Evil
His
saying
pit lane's not very long at all.
Driver of the day. can't get any sweeter than the kind of drive he's had. I'd have to agree. I was gonna debate with not Gaul being up there. He's had a clean race, but with Anton fighting the traffic he did, and then come back pit at the end of this. Oh, he's got a 3-second.
Yeah, he cut it. He put one wheel on that curb, and that was all it took. That's another one. Boom. This track is relentless. However, don't count out hammocks. Softs could be good, but mediums are still pretty good.
Going on. Tomo now. Shoot's made a move.
Oh.
Tomo locks up the Toro against the Red Bull.
All side by side.
A bit of a touch. Tomo gets a little loose in the back end. Shoot's
coming out to leave it. Ooh, wheel spin.
If Jamie's watching. He's bright.
I'm
He's
so
bright. Having a heart attack.
Pepsi back on Benny. A little bit.
Where's Benny? Benny and Pepsi jump through. Not y'all's got himself.
Not y'all gets his first penalty. Oh, half a second. He's gained that in a lap.
But look at this.
That is so unfortunate.
Anton's on the back.
Do you think?
Look at that. It just pulls right up behind.
Here's the next question. How far back will Not Y'all drop? I think he'll still hold on to third. He may even get second back from Hamlux if he gets passed by Hamlux because the penalties.
Not y'all's pushing. I think he's.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
He does not want to give it up.
Ham's not too far back, so Not Y'all might be caught out here because Ham's not too far off, and he's gone 8-lap old mediums. This tire's gonna have a lot more pace than Not Y'all's. That is Anton up back into the lead of this Grand Prix. That should see him just sail off.
Ham has 2 penalties. Ham currently has 2 penalties and 2 warnings. Not Y'all's only just received his first time penalty. So even if he does get passed, if he can hold the gap, he can still hold on to P2. This is going to be down to just raw pace on those hard tires now.
Penalty. Racing now battling Bennett here.
Yeah.
McLaren versus the Renault.
Here he comes.
Orange versus yellow. And a bit of blue and black. Will Raisin get around Benny here? Looking at the other Delta.
He shouldn't do it now. Don't do it now. Wait for the next straight.
Pretty spaced out between these two, fighting each other.
Oh, Benny bit of a slide. Oh, here goes. Ham's within a second now.
Benny's gonna give him a squeeze on the outside, try to hold on to that position as long as he can. Raisin's gonna have DRS. Benny gets a decent run. So does Raisin's. Raisin's gonna have attack.
Benny
That's right.
cannot hold on to
DRS
this
is open. Side by side, they're gonna go.
Car has nothing left in it to defend.
He's gonna turn right back in.
He put up a good fight.
Oh, yeah.
Benny. Ham now within 3 tenths. 2 laps to go. Not Y'all's got to defend this for his life to keep P2. Even if he does get past. Got to hold that gap. Oh, Ham get another one.
Oh no.
Not Y'all could have just that could be a full-on secured P2 for Not Y'all.
Depends on they gotta do it on track. Is Ham gonna make a move on Not Y'all? He's caught the back end of him. Penultimate lap of this Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen. It has gotten pretty interesting towards the end. Ham's gonna go for the outside move. Oh, bit of wheel touch there, and Not Y'all's gonna give him a squeeze.
Don't throw it away now. Don't throw it away now.
Hold on to the car. Time penalties are gonna hit at the end. Look at Anton. 2-second gap now between these guys. I think he's gonna coast it. I think he's trying to keep it as clean as possible because he has a couple time penalties. There he goes, sorting off the distance.
We have Ham on 9 seconds. We have Not Y'all on 3. If Ham can gain a 6-second gap in these 2 laps, which is very unlikely but possible, he could secure himself second place. Which could happen at that corner. He's already a second and 1.2 seconds ahead. This could be a drive of his lifetime for Ham. Along with Not Y'all. Can he hold this on?
He's got to push if Ham wants this.
Not Y'all has nothing. Not Y'all's got nothing left in his tyres. They're all over the place.
They got to be close. Sector 3 yellow. What has happened? Sector 1 yellow. I think it was
not real.
Car. Anybody else have the gaps close? Schoof is fighting Enzo here at the end. Have to jump with these guys for a bit. Let's see. Anton is on the backstretch, so we're going to jump back down with Schoof fighting Enzo. Can he get the job done?
Got Anton about to cross the line.
Anton's about to cross the line through the wall of champions. What an amazing drive.
I'll keep an eye on these two.
This evening. He's going to cross the line. Will he hold him?
DRS for Shoof.
One.
DRS will.
Shoof's
Shoof
going
will
to
be
make
making a move
Let's
now.
see where Ham
Surely,
finishes
his
this.
last
Ham gets
chance.
a 3-second time penalty at the very end, so he's going to stay P2. Where's Not Y'all going to finish? He goes P2. Hamp's in P3 for the time being. Is Enzo going to cross the line?
Oh,
Where's
Shoof's
going
going
to
to
cross
make
the
it.
line?
No.
Oh, Enzo finishes P4. Shoot P5. Tomo's going to cross the line. P6 for the time. Raisin's going to cross the line. P8 or 7. Smashed into the
P7
wall.
currently.
Benny crossed the line.
Benny
P.
holds 8.
Pepsi's
Oh,
got
Benny crosses down to 9th. Pepsi gets 8. Got Absoluto with connection issues, which has made a bit of an unfortunate, but still brings home P10 currently. And that is a very respectable performance considering that there's half the race he was not here.
Top 10 for
Depending
the
if he keeps the
Toros.
result.
Harrison finishes P11. Here we go. Attic
See,
P12
right there,
with Exia, Renault, or the Alpha right behind him. How is this going to play out? Oh, okay. I missed the final call. So actually, Attic finishes P12. I think the Alpha unfortunately had a bit of time penalties towards the end. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. What an absolute cracker of a race. There you have Anton sitting on the top of the podium with that Ferrari team. Congratulations, Tom. You guys picked up a big win in GP1, followed by Hamp in P... Actually, not y'all in P2, and Haas, and Hamp in P3 in that Red Bull. It's always good to see 3 different constructors on top of the podium. You have the Ferrari, you have the Haas, and you have the Red Bull. So we're going to give you guys the rundown of this race in just a second. Once we load in, nobody cares about the experience points you get. Anton picks up the win at the Canadian Grand Prix, followed by Not Y'all P2. Hamp rounds out the podium in P3. Running down the order, we have Enzo P4, Shoof P5, Tomo P6, Raisin P7. Look at all the time penalties. Pepsi P8, Benny P9.
Absolute
while he goes in after the race. Absolute P10, Harrison P11, Attic P12, Exia P13, Ulster Stick P14, Dinner P15, and sadly we've lost out of this race Croce, Coco, and Grutagoat. But we're gonna move on to the podium interviews here. Let's get those guys in. Can you get Hamp, Not Y'all, and Anton in?
I have sent the invites. I've sent them all invites.
Alright, we'll just wait on.
Not Y'all's the only one to join.
See. So Not Y'all is here, just waiting on the other 2. And then we'll get this kicked off in just a second, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to give myself a bit of a breather.
Looks like it's just going to be Not Y'all tonight, because they've both been invited numerous times, and currently non-joined.
Alright, so we're going to kick it off with our only driver in this podium interview. Not Y'all, congratulations. You took those hard compound tires, 27 laps. Secured yourself into P2 with keeping the race a lot cleaner than the driver behind you, Hamp, who finished in P3. Talk us through your race.
Was it 27 laps in that hard?
Yeah, you went 27 laps in those hards.
Oh my god. I didn't realize. I knew they were an 80% at the end. But, good race. I wanted to get knocked out, obviously. P11, you know. Good thing, but I think someone had a grid penalty. Just up the grid. I think safety car came out. All with a bit on hard, but obviously it's a good strategy. P2, P3 last week, so I think definitely puts me there up in the championship and hoping for a good result in Japan next week.
Yeah, Japan. I was gonna say I don't remember what track we're at, but congratulations on your second place. You did have a podium last week as well in the Chinese Grand Prix, so hopefully you can carry on your luck for next week when we enter Japan. One of my favorite tracks is actually the track that I voted to put on this calendar, so I can't wait for that. But until then, I hope your luck carries over.
We have Anton in here, by the way.
Oh, we do? All right. We'll jump on. So, Not Y'all, congratulations. Extending a good job this evening. Hopefully we talk to you next week. And we'll talk to Anton here. Anton, what a demanding race. You had,
It's been a while.
yeah, congratulations this evening. You had pitted a little early under the safety car, which caught you out in a bit of traffic with Enzo being ahead of you. And you had quite a battle with those guys ahead, but once you got into the clear, you kind of just, dominated the race from there. Just talk us through it, because it was one heck of a dominate. Definitely voted driver of the day as well in the chat.
Thanks.
Give us a rundown of your race if you could.
Oh, I have issue with my phone. Nice. Maybe you want me to talk maybe about my race. In qualifying, I bottled my 2 last run in quali. It was pretty shit. My PB was 7.5, so I was half second of my pace, so that was pretty shit. And then under the safety car for the race, I decided to pit with Ryzen, and unfortunately he jumped me because of the Red Bull behind, who were pitting as well. And then I saw what happened with Harrison and Ryzen, and that was, for my point, clearly Harrison's fault, because he broke his front wing, 2 corners earlier, and then that was Ryzen's corner. So for my side, I took the clip, and then I let the steward decided what's gonna happen for Harrison or for Ryzen. And then I was pretty scary about the tire life, for the arts compound for the end. So that's why I pit a second time for the source, and then I was pretty confident to come back to neutral in front, and then yeah, pretty good race. Unfortunately, 6 seconds penalty, but that's Canada, so doesn't matter really.
No, but congratulations. We're on to Japan next week. Tom, I'm going to throw it over to you. Do you have anything to add to your teammate who just won the Grand Prix?
Very good job. You've done much better for GP1 now. I feel a lot more proud to say we're part of Ferrari for GP1.
All right,
after the last season.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to send it off. Congratulations to the podium drivers this evening. We are back next week, same time, same channel, at the Japanese Grand Prix. I'm going to extend my good fortune. Hopefully you guys... But until then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for all the views. Thank you for all the comments, keeping us well entertained. We were going to sign off. Hopefully we'll see you next week. Stay safe. Until then, SF1 is signing out. Good night.